This is iron protocol. Most lifters ignore the sharp pain in their front deltoid during bench press. They assume it is merely weakness leaving the body or a good pump. It is not. That sensation is your supraspinatus tendon being physically crushed against bone. If you subscribe to this channel for discipline and longevity, you must understand anatomy before you lift heavy. Today, I will show you how to correct your mechanics and save your rotator cuff. 1. The mechanics of impingement. You lie down on the bench. You unrack the heavy bar. Your elbows flare out to 90 degrees relative to your torso. This is the standard error that ruins shoulders. When your upper arm is perpendicular to your body, the humerus rotates. The top of the arm bone slams directly into the acromion process of your shoulder blade. Between these two bones lies your rotator cuff tendon and the bursa. Every repetition grinds this soft tissue between hard bone. You call it intensity. Anatomy calls it impingement. The space inside the shoulder joint is small. When you flare the elbows wide, you close that space completely. The tendon has nowhere to go. It becomes inflamed, frayed, and eventually tears. You must stop letting your elbows drift wide immediately. This is not a suggestion. It is a mechanical requirement for survival under the bar. 2. The scapular retraction. Before you even touch the bar, you must stabilize the platform. Most people bench press with a flat, passive back. This leaves the shoulders loose and rolled forward. You must retract your scapula. Pinch your shoulder blades together hard behind you. Imagine you are trying to hold a pencil between them. Pull them down towards your hips. This action does two critical things. First, it creates a stable base for the press so you do not wobble. Second, it physically pulls the shoulders back into the socket. This exposes the chest muscles to take the load. If you fail to retract, the front deltoid takes the weight. The chest disengages. You are bench pressing with your joints instead of your muscles. Lock the shoulder blades in place and do not let them move. 3. The 45-degree solution. The fix requires changing your geometry. You likely grip the bar too wide. A wide grip forces the elbows out into the danger zone. Bring your hands in slightly. This allows you to tuck the elbows towards your side. The ideal angle is not 90 degrees. It is between 45 and 75 degrees. Look at your arm position at the bottom of the rep. Your elbows should be closer to your ribs, not flared out towards your ears. This position clears the subacromial space. The humerus can move freely without crushing the tendon. It also recruits the triceps more effectively for lockout power. You will feel weaker at first because you are correcting your leverage. This is normal. You are shifting the load from connective tissue to muscle fiber. Strength will return, but joint health will remain. 4. The path of motion. The bar should not travel in a perfectly straight line relative to the floor. When you flare your elbows, the bar lands high on the chest near the neck. This creates a T-shape that destroys shoulders. With elbows tucked, the bar path changes. It should land lower on the sternum. Aim for the nipple line or slightly below. As you press up, the bar travels slightly back towards the face. This forms a slight arc. This is the natural path of the shoulder joint when the elbows are tucked. Do not force a vertical line if it causes pain. Respect the mechanics of the tuck. Control the descent to protect the joint. Explode on the ascent to build power. But keep the elbows strictly under the bar at all times. Now you know why that pain in your shoulder is a warning signal, not a badge of honor. However, fixing your bench press is meaningless if you ignore the stability of your overhead press. Subscribe to this channel to ensure your training builds a resilient structure rather than accumulation of injuries. So, proceed to the next guide on overhead mechanics to complete your shoulder development. If you don't, you are only fixing half of the structural problem. Iron protocol.